Hi, I'm Dino Cazares from the group Fear Factory, and you're watching me on Hollywood.TV.
Woo! Hey, this is Groovey from Hollywood Music. I'm here with Dino from Fear Factory at Summit Music Hall, Denver, Colorado. How's it going, man?
Tour's been going great, even though it's here in Denver, it's nice and cold. But the tour's been going great. Got a great package, us, Shadows Fall, The Browning, The Devastated, Legacy Disorder, and we've been touring around the country, and it's been amazing.
Nice. What's been the best town so far?
It's hard to pick, obviously Chicago, New York, Florida, sure it's going to be great here tonight, Texas. It's been great everywhere, pretty much.
Nice. Yeah, I think tonight's just going to destroy. There's kids around the block. It's sold out for sure, man.
I hope so. I mean, like I said, the tour's been going great. Great package. So a lot of kids have been coming out.
Now, some of the up-and-coming bands like the Browning, where'd you find these guys?
The Browning was some band that somebody turned me on a few months back, and I was totally into them because they have a lot of keyboards in their stuff, in their music, and I was like, I think this would fit, and I told my manager about them, and then my manager ended up managing the band, and then they ended up being on a tour, and so they're going to be with us on the Shockwave tour as well, and I think they might be with us on some European dates as well. So
awesome. Yeah, we just met them before, and they're really, really cool.
Yeah, good guys.
Now the new album comes out 2.5 weeks from now?
Monday will be 2 weeks. It comes out June 5th. It's called The Industrialist, and cool thing is that it has not leaked. I have people searching, and it has not leaked. Label did a great job holding it back so far.
Excellent.
And that nowadays that's amazing, because the last record, Mechanized, it got leaked 2 months before. As a matter of fact, there's actually some leak sites where actually people are actually bitching that it hasn't leaked. Can you believe that?
Well, like we say in pretty much every interview, do not pirate, do not leak, do not support the musicians. Come on now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of people can't afford a lot of things nowadays. You know what I mean? So a lot of people just get it for free, and I think people just take advantage of it, and just it definitely hurts. Definitely hurts everybody.
Absolutely.
In the industry in general. But for bands like us, we know it's going to happen. I mean, we've been talking about this technology, since 1990. When our first record came out in 1992, Soul of the Machine, it was the birth of the machine. It was birth of the technology. And just, we've been talking about this kind of stuff forever. So, here we are 2012, and just, record industry pretty much has crumbled and is crumbling. And the only way for bands like us really to support ourselves is to go out on tour, go out and play in front of the fans, which we love anyways, and merchandising and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Now the new album is a concept album, correct?
Correct. It's a concept album. It's been stuff that we've been talking about for, since since we first started. The name of the band, Fear Factory, is pretty much a concept title, and when we first created the band, we were like, okay, we wanted a purpose. We wanted a name that was going to mean something. And what does it mean? Not just a cool name, that just is like whatever. You know what I mean? We wanted a name that actually served a purpose and something that we were able to create a message from it. And over the years, each record has had different stuff, different meanings, But we've always talked about how the future of this technology, how it's going to take over, and how it's affecting man, how it's affecting humans, and how we use it to our advantage and the disadvantages of it. Well, on this record, on The Industrialist, we took a slightly different turn. The Industrialist is actually an automaton. It's about a robot, and it's actually through the eyes of the robot. Where on previous albums, it's always been through the eyes of the human, and how it's affected us. But this way, it's about the actual robot. So
that's very, very cool. Very cool. And what about the actual sound and vibe of the album? Is it classic Fear Factory?
Definitely classic Fear Factory. I mean, when me and Burst first started, talking about this record and what we were gonna do, the party bus. Anyways, when me and Bert first started talking about what we were going to do for this record, I had a few ideas written down, guitar and drums and blah blah blah, and it wasn't until we came up with the title where everything started to connect. Because we needed when we start writing music, we always need like a vision. Right, and so I was watching the History Channel, and this documentary came on about this one guy who was creating he was creating engines for tanks and airplanes for the world for 1942. In early 1940s, he was creating basically war machines for engines for war machines, and they called him an industrialist. And basically, what it is, it's just somebody who manufactures big stuff, big corporate manufacturing things. And so I thought that title would be perfect, right? And so when I gave that title to Bert's like, "Fuck yeah, what do we make it mean?" And so once we figured that out, we're like, "Okay, this is what it's gonna sound like." And it just sounds like a fucking, like classic Fear Factory, like a well-oiled machine.
Awesome. Well, from what I've heard, I haven't heard the whole album, but from what I have heard from publicists and stuff, just absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So I'm stoked.
Just don't leak it.
I would never leak it. Or pirate. Ever. So after this tour, where are you guys going?
After this tour in particular, we go straight. Last show is in Santa Ana. Literally the next day we get on a flight and we fly to Spain, and we do our first tour of the European section festival run. And the first show is with Metallica, which is great. It's a festival called the Sonosphere Festival. You guys heard of those? Yeah. And we haven't played in Spain in a few years, so a lot of fans there are expecting us to see us, and we're definitely going to bring it. So we can't wait. And then we do a lot of the European festivals, and we're there for a month or so, and then come back here. We start the Shockwave tour, which starts in the beginning of July, and that goes through part of the States. It goes through Canada, a lot of Canadian dates. Then after that, it'll be Australia, New Zealand, Japan, some other Asian countries, like they're working on China and Korea and places like that. Then we go back over to Europe again, late October, and it'll be a co-headlining tour with Devin Townsend. So us and Devin Townsend going all the way pretty much up to December 18th. And then now they're talking about February. Like, God, I need a break. I need a break just like knowing about all these shows. But it should be good. I mean, Fear Factory has definitely built up a reputation for touring our asses off, and again, that's the only way for us to support ourselves is to keep touring the world. And we've built up a great fan base worldwide that we have to go to all these countries because on the internet nowadays, kids are like, come here, come here, come here. So we're like, let's go.
Rock stars on demand.
Exactly.
All right, man. Well, there's one last question.
Okay.
It's the survey question we ask everyone coming through town.
Okay.
So this will be like the 200th time we've asked it, because this is actually our 200th interview right now.
Wow.
Believe it or not. What is, in your entire career, touring the world,
Yeah.
what is the worst thing you've ever eaten on the road ever?
Well, back in the early days when we were going to Europe, over there they have different FDA laws. Like, in other words, their meats don't look the same as over here. You know what I mean? This is back in the day. This is like early 90s. And we just eaten like raw ham. It wasn't very good. One time, we got this sandwich. I was in where was it? I think it was Sheffield, England. Got this sandwich, and my buddy's like, "You got to try this. You got to try this sandwich." He's from England, of course, and he's like, "You got to try this." And I remember getting the sandwich, and the ham was like, still had hair on it, like it still had pig hair on it. I'm like, "Holy shit!" Took a bite. I'm like, "Can't eat this. Can't eat this," and that was pretty bad. Then on one of the tours, we went to Germany. First time I went to Germany, went there, and I said, "You know what? I want to eat something that's traditional German." They're like, "Okay." So we went to the schnitzel house, and we had some schnitzel, and they had some other stuff, and then they had this little thing, and it was like really dark. And I took a bite, and I'm like, "I don't know, what is that? What is this?" And it goes, "It's blood pudding." I'm like, "Ah!" I'm like, "Oh my God." And it was pretty bad. I was like, "This is horrible." And then one time, I went to Mexico, right? Me being Mexican. I've had birra many times, goat. Well, last time I was over there, some guy goes, you gotta go, I'm gonna take you to the best fucking goat place. I'm like, all right, cool, I love goat. So we went there and brought out these plates of meat and stuff, and it was goat. And I started eating it, and I'm like, this tastes kind of funny, bro. This tastes really, really, I don't know, just something about it. Ate a little bit more, and I'm like, can't eat anymore, man. This is not right. I told him it's not right. He goes, no, man, it's good. I'm like, that's all right. I just ate beans and stuff like that. Literally the next day, fucking shitting my brains out. Shitting my brains out. And I'm like, and it sucks because I like eating goat, right? But there was just something about it was really bad. And I was like, I shitted my brains out, and I was doing shows. We were on tour in Mexico, and I was doing shows, and I was barfing, and I got fully dehydrated, and I'm like on stage, like fucking my head's going back and forth. And it was just, it was a horrible moment. So I've eaten some bad stuff all over the place, you know what I mean? All over the place.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly, dude.
There's probably more, but I just can't remember all of them. But yeah,
Sure. Awesome, man. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Hey, this is Groovy. I'm here with Dino from Fear Factory. Summit Music Hall, Denver, Colorado. Rock on.